Down in Moss Valley, where the green hills roll, Murphy and Mike, hearts in a common goal. With the earth in their hands, they don't need gold. Plow the field, plant the seed, harvest dreams, that's all they need. Buffaloes pull, horses lead, Murphy and Mike, they both agree.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel for this episode 2 of the multiplayer co-op series here on Moss Valley with me, Farmer Murphy, and Farmer Mike. Well, it is the following day. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was having so much fun the last couple days working with Farmer Mike and getting that harvest in that I forgot I had things to do around here. Our grass field needs to be cut. So that's what we're going to get on with here right away this morning. Oh yes, and I see another chore. Seeing that diesel barrel, that reminds me I need to get some diesel ordered in. We don't need a whole lot here on the farm, but we do need some. Jump in our tractor here, get her fired up. I don't think we need this bucket on here, so we'll get rid of that. There we go. Now our mower's over here in the shed, so we get hooked onto that. If I can stay in cab and manage to get hooked up. Let's give it a try, shall we? Thinking something like that. Yes, sir. Get her folded up so we can get out of the shed. Awesome. Love it when a plan comes together. Oops. Then he runs into the pole. Didn't see it there. The pillar was blocking it. Oh, goodness. That was going so well. Oh, well. Wouldn't be a Farmer Murphy episode if there wasn't some hijinks with it. Now, there is a gate at the bottom of the field, but I think there's a hole in the hedge here that we can sneak through. Along in here someplace? I thought there was. Oh, was I dreaming? Just 1 second. Oh, it's just on the corner. Just too impatient. There we go. Now we have to go out of cab here, unfortunately, at least initially. Okay, let's get it turned on and lowered down here. And away we go. Boy, that's a nice, deep, rich looking green. Good looking grass. So the plan is we'll mow it up here this morning. We've got a pretty good drying day here. So we'll leave it dry for about half the day or so. And then we'll come in this afternoon and we'll ted it. Now, I don't think it'll be dry enough for hay, this evening. I think we'll have to come and bale it up tomorrow. But, I'm not really a farmer. I work on farm equipment, but I'm not a farmer. So, we'll just have to play it by ear. But I do know we need it to be dry. So we'll probably be baling tomorrow is my thinking. But I looked at the weather forecast, and it is good for the next couple days, so we should be in pretty good shape, I think. And again, that was so much fun working with Farmer Mike. Now, I've worked on farm equipment, obviously, for a long time, but I actually have never used it in the field, really. You know, we turn it on in the yard, see if it's basically running. Now, let's up here, and I think we'll get turned around and go the other way. We don't want to be driving on the grass. We're trying to mow and bumping it down. At least I don't think so. Yeah, so to actually get to see the equipment working in the field, even if it was an older piece of gear, was a very enjoyable thing. Now, I was originally planning on just selling that harvester off and making a few money, or a few dollars, a few pounds, I guess I should say, once we got it running. But you know, I think we might hang on to it because it really helped out Farmer Mike. And I'm thinking there may be other farmers in the neighborhood that might get in a pinch and, you know, might be able to put it to use, helping them out. And, you know, it's like we've got nothing into it. Like I've got less than 1,000 pounds in it to get it running. And it was just small bits and bobs I needed to buy. So, you know, it's not like we've got a lot of money invested if it sits there and we don't use it. You know, it should be good now as long as we start it once in a while. You know, I suppose the same holds true for our haying equipment. We could put that to use, contracted out, so to speak. Although, have to keep in mind that when I start working, I'll only have evenings and weekends available. So, you know, that's going to be a limiting factor for sure. But it is harvest time here in the here in Moss Valley, so might be able to earn a few dollars on the side. Now I don't have any kind of trailer. I just realized that, and that my truck doesn't hold very much. But I bet you we could work with Farmer Mike on you know, if there was a kind of a contract situation came up. Bet you he'd be happy to help out because I think he could, judging from what he's been saying, could use some money. So that's a possibility. I should mention that to him actually. Let's lift this up and back around here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Huh. Farmer Mike, I mentioned that his brakes weren't the best at that Volvo. I don't think they're very much better in this Ford, actually. Of course, older tractors probably didn't have as good of brakes, I wouldn't think, as the newer counterparts. I guess I shouldn't say I wouldn't think because I'm a mechanic. I should know, shouldn't I? So let's change it to older tractors don't have as good of brakes as newer ones. Now once we get this mowed up, I think what we're going to do is we will give Farmer Mike a call and see if we can't go down and pick up some of that oats for our horses. We'll do that while we're waiting for our grass to dry. You know, this is the first time I've really used this tractor in the field for honest farm work. Like I said, I'm not a farmer by trade. I restored it and I did, you know, push some snow around and you know, move a little dirt and things like that, but I never actually did any field work. Now with 1,100 hours, I'm sure it did farm work, but it's the first time it's done any farm work for me. Now you know what, I think we'll get set up here on this other, gotta be go up and down. Now we got enough room to get around here. Let's kind of get lined up and we'll see if we can't do a little of this in cab. It's not a job I would typically do in cab, but let's give it a try here. Okay, so if we keep that lined up just like that, should be good. Let's just pop out and make sure we're doing a good job. Yeah, we appear to be. Actually, maybe we'll just go over a little bit just to hedge our bets. We can do a little of this in cab. Now there's a mod, I haven't downloaded, but I did see it. A mod where you can adjust the mirrors in your vehicles. Now I don't know if it's on specific vehicles or every vehicle, but boy would it be nice to be able to adjust the mirrors so you could actually see your implement and actually make use of them. Because, you know, I can see the background behind me, but I really don't need that. It would be nice to see the edge of the mower. I know there are, whoops, wrong button, Farmer Murphy. Now are we up or down or down? Oh, goodness. I actually should move those two buttons a little further away because I'm always doing that. Confusing lifting the equipment and forward and reverse. Change direction. Yeah, anyways, as I was saying, it'd just really be handy to be able to, you know, put mirrors to use in game. That's not taking that long. This field isn't as kind of big as I thought it was going to be. Hopefully we're going to get enough grass off it. If not, we'll have to buy some more from somebody. Maybe Farmer Mike, he had a couple grass fields, he said, that we could ride around, so maybe we could get some hay from him. Because I would imagine he's making hay for his cows. Hay and silage, I would think. It's not taking us very long at all to get this done. That's good. That will give it lots of time to dry. Mower works well. Although there's no reason it shouldn't. Like I said when I was working at the dealership, I just kind of like took the pick of the litter of used equipment that came in that I knew I wanted to put to use. Now you can see I have a GPS system in. That actually came in on a unit that we took in trade. And the dealership didn't want to have that John Deere GPS system sitting on one of their New Holland tractors. So I bought it off them on the cheap and I put it in here. I don't really care as long as it works. Probably don't really need GPS, but hey, it was cheap and I thought, why not? A couple more swipes and we should be done, I would say. Oops. Got a little carried away there with the old camera. Just let me listen to the equipment at work for a while. Jeez. You can hear the mower just purring away. I think it's a little older Pottinger mower, but it didn't have a ton of hours on it. It's working just fine. Oh, didn't quite get it all. You know what? Let's just sneak over and knock this one down so it doesn't drive me crazy at the same time. All right, there we go. We have got that job done, and in good time too. Good stop. Shut her off. Hold her up. I'm going to give Farmer Mike a call, and we're going to see if we can run down there and get some oats. So I will catch up with you in just a little while. All right, so I just dropped off the mower back at the yard here. Let's pull out my cell phone and let's give Farmer Mike a call.
Yeah, this is Mike.
Hey, Mike, good morning. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Murphy. I'm doing great. I'm just came back to the farm from a contract I did. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing really good. Just mowed up my grass field. Uh, Yesterday, we were talking at the end of harvest that you said you had some oats available. I was wondering if I could come down and grab some from you.
Yeah, of course, you're welcome. How much do you need?
Well, I thought I'd just bring the tractor down with the bucket, and so just a bucket load will do me for a while.
That is yours. I'm just gonna open the shed so it is ready for you, my friend.
All right. Well, I'll see you in a few minutes.
Yeah, I will see you, my friend.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Well, there we go. And it sounds like he's just going to let us take it. So I will get fired up here and go backwards, apparently. We'll try forwards. There we go. And we'll get the bucket on. And it's still sitting right where we left it. That's a good sign. Yeah, we don't need that much for the horses. This will keep us going for a while. There we go. All right. Well, I'll head down to Farmer Mike's and I will meet you at his place. So we'll see you there. Well, here we are. We're almost at Farmer Mike's. Guess I better slow down here a little bit early because the brakes in this old girl leave something to be desired. As you can tell, because I just about punted our front loader into the next county. Oh, there's Farmer Mike. I don't think I need the beacons anymore. Good morning, Farmer Mike.
Good morning, Murphy. How are you this morning?
I am very good, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm doing very good. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. So you need some oat. Is that for your horses, I guess?
Yes, sir, I could use a little oats.
Yeah, of course. It's a nice shovel you got there. We got the oat down here. What is it, a 1500 liters or how big is it?
2,000.
1000. Okay, how much oat do you gonna need here?
I thought if you could spare a bucket load.
Of course, or two. You can pick up whatever you want. I don't need it.
I see it. I see it's in your new chicken coop.
Don't mention the chickens. This is this shit, you know.
I was mowing my grass this morning before I came down, and I was thinking I really did enjoy working with you yesterday on your harvest, and my initial plan was to sell off that old harvester. But you know what? I've only got like 1,000 pounds or thereabouts in it to get it running, and I thought, I should maybe hang on to it because there may be other farmers in the area that might be in a pinch and could put it to use. But I realized, I don't have a trailer, and I was wondering if you would be interested in working with me if there were any opportunities like that to come up.
Yeah, that sounds really, really good. That could be an awesome job to do together with you. So I got the trail up there, so I can cut for a contract job.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I thought you might be
Yeah.
interested in doing something like that. Of course, I've got to kind of work around my job when it kicks off here in a couple weeks. But for this harvest season, the next couple weeks, I could certainly do some of that. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was very, very fun indeed. So I saw you got the bucket up there, and I have actually a question for you. I have my grass field mowed and baled up by some contractors, but I really, really need to put some manure down there. But my neighbor Walter up here on the big farm, he got some manure spreader and a big tractor, but I need a bucket to load the manure spreader. Is that something you could help me with?
Oh, absolutely. When did you want to do this? Later today?
Yeah, today if you got the time, that could be awesome.
Sure. Well, why don't I'll pick up this oats here and take it back to my place, and then I can turn around and come right back if that works for you.
Yeah, that works perfect. Actually, you know what? I could take my little Volvo up there and prepare things up at Walter's farm, so you could just come up to Walter's farm.
Oh, and I'm not sure where his farm is. Is he the big farm that's just up the road from your place?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The big farm. There is Walter's farm is on both sides of the road. You have to drive into the left.
Oh, all right, perfect. Well,
Mm.
I can certainly meet you up there in a few minutes.
Oh, that is awesome. Thank you, Murphy.
You're very welcome. All right, so let's go get this oats picked up and we'll take it back for our horses. And it looks like we've got a little bit of work to do, which is perfect because we got to kill some time before our grass is ready to ted. So, and we get to put our new front loader and bucket to work. I'll get this taken up to our place, and I guess we're going to head to Walter's farm. So I will meet you there. Maybe what I'll do is I'll meet you on the road so we can see the countryside on the way to Walter's. So catch up with you in a little bit. Well, here we are, just going by Farmer Mike's place. I thought I'd keep you at a cab just so we could see some of this beautiful countryside here on this map. I really do like maps that have a nicely finished map edge, and this map is certainly one of those. Looks amazing when you look across. Oh, this must be Walter's place here. Boy, he is really close to Farmer Mike. Oh, looks like the road goes right through his farm. That's kind of interesting. Well, Farmer Mike said off to the left. I'm assuming this is it here. People all over the place here. Guess we don't need our beacons anymore. Oh, that looks like Farmer Mike there. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Murphy, you could find Walter's place here. It is a big farm he got here.
It's kind of hard to miss when the road goes right through the middle of it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a very big farm. He got loads of animals and some big fields up here, that's for sure.
Yes, looks like a big operation. And boy, look
Yeah,
at
it
this.
is.
Look at this tractor.
Yeah, it's a New Holland. You like that?
Yeah, I do like that. That is nice. And he's even got the blue power configuration on it. That is sweet.
He's also got the big engine, and it is brand spanking new.
That is nice.
Yeah. And then we got this manure spreader here. I thought we could use that down on the field. The reason why I took you up here is because we got some manure up here at Walter's place. I don't think I have enough down at my own farm, so we are able to use some of all the manure there is up here because there is a lot up here at Walter's place.
Oh, that makes sense. No sense taking the trailer back empty.
No, exactly. Exactly. So, do you want to have a little tour of the farm, or should we wait, or what do you think?
Well, if Walter wouldn't mind, I'd love to have a quick tour.
Yeah, we can. I can give you a tour, and then I can make a presentation between you and Walter, so he knows he knows what's going on.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So
Is my tractor okay to sit there?
yeah, I think maybe no, park it up next to mine up here because we have to drive that way with the manure spreader.
There, it's out of the way.
Yeah, nice. Well, yeah, man, he got some big fields, but I want to show you the buildings. He got some. Oh, I think I'm just gonna turn this off, right? There we go. It's not like the old Volvo that needs to be warm before it can drive. And here we got a very, very nice combine, a class combine.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it is very nice. So, yeah, I hope that we maybe can work a little bit up here at Walter's farm at some point, but it is nice. And over here we got a header for the trailer. I don't know exactly what he got in regards to equipment. Yeah, right here we got the Bednar seeder. Okay. I think also the seeder is quite new.
Yeah,
And
his equipment, all of his equipment so far looks pretty new. He must be doing okay for himself.
yeah, it is. Yeah. He has also have this farm here for over 40 years, so yeah. I think it goes quite good. And this one he's got here last year, it's a pig food mixer, so it makes his life so much easier when it comes to pig food, that's for sure. Because he got a lot of pigs. We got 2 big pig barn and we got a big chicken coop down here. So a lot of animals. And over here we got the first manure pit that we need to load. I think the access up to this is a little bit difficult, but I think we can manage to do it anyway. It is up here.
Wow, that is a little steep, all right.
Yes, but yeah, it has not been used for a long time, so yeah, we have to see if we can do it anyway, Murphy.
We'll give it a try.
We will give it a try.
I bet you he doesn't want us to run over his crop, so we'll have to be careful.
Nah, I don't think so. That could be a pretty sight. And we got a lot of poo up here as well. From the pigs and also over here from the cows. So that is pretty amazing. We can for sure fertilize some fields here. Look at the view, Murphy. Look at the view.
Oh, that is an amazing view. That is for sure.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful
Right?
countryside here.
Yeah. You could stand here forever and ever, but we don't got the
It would be a
time.
good place to put a chair, except for the smell.
Yeah. Then we have to use it all. We got some cows. I think we can manage to squeeze through here. Yeah, we can for sure. We got cows here. It looks so amazing. Oh, there's calves in here as well.
Oh, it looks like dairy cows.
Yeah, it is the dairy cows. We got the milking machine on the other side there.
Wow, it's
Oh, that is his new plow as
a
well.
nice farm.
Yeah, it is. Big operation for sure. And right here we got the old silo, the old trusty silo. So basically this is the farm, Murphy. We got some sheds over here to the left and that is it.
Oh, it's a pretty impressive place.
Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, by the way, I know he got a brand new. There we go. Telehandler right there. Yes, he got. Now that can become in handy for this farm for sure.
Nice. That's really nice.
Yeah, it is nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
some other equipment than we have.
he's got top-notch gear. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Let me introduce you for Walter, and then we can go on with the work.
Sounds good. Lead the way. I look forward to meeting him.
Yeah, it's down here.
All right, so I guess this is the manure heap we're going to start with here. Have to be a little careful. I'm going to do this out of cab. Just easier when you're doing bucket work. Ooh, could almost use a weight, but on the back end, but it seems okay. Now this is where we got to be a little careful going down this hill with the brakes on the old Ford. We definitely don't want to run into any crop. Okay. Oh, oh. I didn't see that coming, Farmer Mike. Look at that.
No, Murphy, we got a problem here. We do not got any ramps or anything on this farm, so. Uh-oh. You know what, Murphy? Let me talk to Walter and see if he maybe got a solution on this.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
We'll just get in here and back out of the way. This obviously isn't going to work. Maybe we'll get to use that new telehandler. We'll see. We'll just sit here and we'll wait for Farmer Mike to come back. Oh, it looks like Farmer Mike's coming back. Oh, what's that he's got behind? Looks like he's got a smaller manure spreader. Doesn't look as shiny as the other one. That's for sure. But you know what? Probably will do the job.
There we go, Murphy. It is not as big as the new one, but it is an old girl, this, but I think we have to see if we can get this to work. It looks a little bit tiny on that big New Holland, but that's okay.
Yeah, not quite as shiny as the other one, but hey, I guess as long as it gets the job done, the other one wasn't going to look all that pretty when we were done with it anyways.
Ah, exactly.
I should have no trouble dumping into that one. No problem at all. here comes Farmer Mike now. He just unloaded the last load on the field. Boy, that New Holland looks nice. Boy, that's a big beast when you look at it from this angle. And did we get it dirty? Look at that. I'll bet you Farmer Mike is going to wash it before he takes it back. Well, another job well done, Farmer Mike.
Another job well done. Thank you so much for the help. I think it was quite cool to use the manure spreader that we could borrow from Walter and his tractor.
Yeah, and that is an amazing tractor. It looks so good.
Yeah. Probably I should give it a wash, right?
I think maybe I would.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my friend,
Sure.
I have some grass I need to tend this afternoon, so I think I will leave you there. But it was a pleasure working with you again, and hopefully we get to talk soon.
It was my pleasure, and yes, we're gonna look into those contracts so we can do some harvesting together. That could be quite fun.
Sounds excellent, my friend.
Yes, I'm gonna drive up to Walter with this tractor here. I think I'm gonna put the manure spreader down here, and maybe I'm gonna drive up to the shop and give it a wash and get my own Volvo back on the farm.
All right. Well, I'll leave you to that. I'm going to go get my hay looked after, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Yeah, of course, my friend. Have a good day.
I'm just on my way back from helping Farmer Mike out with his manure, and I thought I'd stop and check our grass. And you know what? It's looking pretty darn good. It's been a beautiful day here so far. It's a little after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's 25 degrees. There's been a slight breeze, and it's been sunny. Pretty much perfect drying weather. And we cut this grass early this morning, so you know what? I think we can turn it over, and we should be able to bale tomorrow. Oh, look at the state of this thing. It's a real working tractor now. So I think we'll drop the bucket off, and we'll hook onto our tedder, and we will get that taken care of. Okay, we're back here in the field. It's almost 3 o'clock now. I will admit I stopped and had a cup of tea and cleaned myself up a little bit before we got started here. So let's get this unfolded. Oh, is it going to? It looks like we go right down the middle, we'll catch both. Ah, sweet. All right, you know what that means? I think we can try this from in cap. As long as we stay in the center of the 3 swaths, we should be good. Well, let's get her turned on. Lower it down. Looking like it should. Let's go. Yeah, so tomorrow afternoon, I'm thinking we should be able to bail this up if the weather forecast holds. But we know how reliable that is, don't we? But you know, there were a couple things I realized that I did not consider after working with Farmer Mike today. One is I never thought about like fertilizing the field after we were done with it. Putting down a manure, slurry, or even a chemical fertilizer never even crossed my mind. So of course I didn't get any gear or anything to do that. So now we could have probably borrowed that manure spreader from Farmer Mike, but I know he is out of manure. So we'd have to see if there's some place we could source some manure, because we used all of Farmer Mike's. Now, of course, he'll accumulate some more, but we can't wait that long. Now we have a little manure from our horses, but we haven't been here long enough ourselves either to have accumulated any. So I've got to sort that out, or maybe we just don't do anything. I don't know. Well, something I got to get figured out. The other thing I didn't consider is how am I going to get the bales off the field? I saw Mike's contractors. They were using a like an auto stack trailer. Now I imagine that's pretty expensive to lease. We'll see how many bales we get, and I'm thinking I might just get a bale fork and take them off with the front loader. And I suppose what we could throw them on our truck too if there were an awful lot, but we're right beside the farm. It doesn't really make sense, I don't think. No, how come it didn't TED that little piece? Or I just missed it. I must have just missed it. It was over too far. All right. Yeah, let's just run down to the other end and come back. So it was great working with Farmer Mike again. And I thought he'd be willing to do some, I guess you'd call it contract work if it became available. Hopefully it does. I'm gonna, I'm gonna have to kind of split the difference here, I think. Gonna have to kind of rely on Farmer Mike for that in the near term to come up with opportunities, because I now know Farmer Mike, and I guess I did meet Walter, but other than that, I don't know, many people around the area. Of course, that will change once I start working at the shop. I'll likely get to meet all the local farmers and would come across opportunities, but right now for this fall, I don't think that's going to be the case. So, but I know just from conversations with Farmer Mike, he's been around here for quite a while. He and Walter are really good friends, and Walter's been here for many, many years. So I'm sure if there's anything in the local area, we'll find out about it. Not that big a tedder, but it did not take us long at all to flip this grass over. In fact, if I think it needs it, like it says 3 o'clock, it's August, or September, I should say. Geez, don't even know what month it is. The days are still fairly long. I could flip it over again if I had to, but jump out and take a look. Does look good. I don't think we missed any spots. No, sir. Job well done, I think. All right. Should probably turn that off. Get it folded up here. Well, I'm going to head back into the yard. I'll put this away. I'm going to give my tractor a wash. But for me, I think that's going to be a day here. I'm just going to enjoy some time with my wife. She's home. And I'll just relax for the remainder of the day. Heck, maybe we'll even go for a horseback ride later. But for this episode, that is a wrap. So if you're still watching, I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. And if you want to see when other content like this lands, use that old notification bell. But for this episode here on Moss Valley, it's Farmer Murphy signing off.